don't know why I look so dark here, y'all. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, within the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., the thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concept, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences, aligning our conscious selves with the greatest aspect of life. Each session here unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansion of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hourglass Era. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? How's everything going? I know. I cut y'all some slack. I did cut y'all some slack yesterday, and it was intentional. It's intentional. But this morning I got up and my eyes popped open at 8:27. I don't even know what the spiritual meaning of 8:27 was, but then I laid in my bed and contemplated whether or not I would come on and speak into the mind of the people. And at the same time, of course, y'all know the creator of all things said, you better do what I've assigned you to do. And so I got up and I cleaned up and I came, I saw, I'm about to conquer. And so I'm thankful this morning that I got here this morning. For whatever reason it is that the creator of all things has told me to do this. I'm just in alignment with what his desire or her desire or its desire is for my life at this moment. I'm just in alignment for it. And I don't take it for granted that I can stand here before the mind of the people and speak my truth. I believe that truth is a part of our warfare armor. And y'all know I'll close my eyes and I speak into the mind of the people out my spirit, right? And at the same time, this morning, I struggled. And I've struggled ever since 12 noon on yesterday. I've been struggling. And I'm like, why am I struggling? Why am I convicted? Or why am I being convicted? Why am I feel like I'm being convicted about these type of scenarios that's happening every year in the atmosphere? It happens around the same time every year. And I had to think back to the first year that it started for me. And anybody know that I've been on my journey for the last 9 years now. I've been eating according to my blood type for the last 9 years. And I was diagnosed with gout arthritis in my big toe. And I walked into the back door of Piedmont Henry 9 years ago. And I could not even bend. I'm flexing my big toe now. As I speak to you guys, I'm flexing my big toe. And I can bend my big toe on my right foot. Right now, I'm pulling it all the way down. I pushed it all the way back. And yeah, I have flexibility in my big toe. And so at the same time, I remember one time in my life that wasn't so. And in 2016 was the year that by which I was diagnosed with gout arthritis. And so I have to be extremely careful. I think I've literally been forced into eating according to my blood type through that one diagnosis of gout arthritis. And so, saying, of course, y'all know, during this time that by me not eating across the whole food diaspora, I don't have the ability to eat across the whole entire food chain. And I can tell you this, that if you do, and if you have the desire and you can, and your body will allow you to, I'm telling you, it might be at a point in time that it came into my life that you may be stricken with some type of illness based on the fact that you eat across the whole food chain. And I don't know too many human beings that can eat across the whole entire food chain with pork and beef and all these other things, and that will cause you to have a healthy lifestyle. And so at the same time this morning I came, and I know that some individuals are not prepared for what's getting ready to be said. And I know that I might step on some toes, and I know that I might, ruffle some feathers, but I have to consider this. Who would I serve? Who am I going to serve? Am I going to serve the mind of the people, or will I serve the creator of all things to the mind of the people? And so I have to be mindful and careful about how I present and how I offer you this plate of food. And this is a spiritual plate of food that I offer every individual under the sound of my voice. There's a spiritual plate of food, just like how you eat a physical plate of food and you put everything on that plate that your heart's desire. And at the same time, so this morning, as I was preparing whether or not I would say what needs to be said, and I'm saying, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people? What would you have me to say? And he said, tell them I said to master their palates. Ooh-wee. And so I'm like, palates, like master your palates. Like, I'm like, okay, so when I get these fresh downloads like this, I have to prepare my own heart and my own mind and my own thoughts in order to present the message by which I believe the creator of all things have a desire for me to do so. I believe that it has to come, with a spirit of softness, a spirit of concern, with a spirit of caution, with a spirit of I know that every individual do not have a desire to be disciplined in that area. And so now I'm in a crossroads. And so I come this morning in my crossroads of life, wondering why at this moment in time, since my mom passed away 4 years ago, in 2020, we buried her September 5th, 2020. And at the same time, ever since that moment by which I buried my mother, I didn't feel compelled to go and have Thanksgiving with her. And so I don't know why I'm being convicted. I don't know why I'm being conflicted. There's a conflict and a conviction that's happening in my spirit. And I want to know why. So I have to go before the creator of all things and say, why am I being convicted? Why is there such a conflict in my life at this moment during these seasons? Why? I was one of the biggest eaters. And I was once one of the biggest undisciplinary palate desires. And I always had a desire for whatever it is that I had a desire for. And now through this one diagnosis, which is the gout that was in my big toe, that even if a sheep hit my big toe, sick 9 years ago, I was in pain, and I remember pulling up at the ER, and I couldn't even get out my truck at that moment. I pulled up at the ER, and at the same time, Piedmont Henry, and I pulled up at the ER and couldn't move. I was in excruciating pain, and they said, sir, I called into the ER. I said, ma'am, can you send a team out to come get me because I cannot get out my truck at the moment? And she said, I said, I'm sitting in a black truck in the handicap spot right outside the ER door. And I remember as I walked through this testimony of life with you guys, telling y'all my testimony, that I sat out 9 years ago in the front of Piedmont Henry and not even having the ability to get out the car, get out my truck. And so at the same time, they sent the team out, and I remember this big black dude coming out, and I was so thankful to see him because I knew a small little nurse would not have the ability to get me and pull me out the car, by which I was literally felt like I was stuck in because of my big toe. And so at the same time, I came, I asked them to help me out, and I got out of the car through this one young man that that pulled me out. And I said all that to say this is that I remember the excruciating pain that I was in. I remember the pain. I remember the pain by which I was in excruciating amount of pain. And so I believe that I came in this morning for whatever reason, just to share. I say I came in this morning to share that testimony, to share that to the mind of the people, to be careful. Because at this very moment, I believe an undisciplinary person with a pallet, with a driving force of a pallet, will drive them down the road of sickness, will cause you to be sick based on the fact that your palate, you don't have control over your palate. And so this morning, I came this morning to basically say, be careful, be mindful that your palate is not driving you, you know what I'm saying, in this force and in this season. During this season and during this time of the season, I believe that there's an increase through the ER doors. That there's an increase in the back of the ER across this nation. There's an increase of individuals going into the ER at this moment, by which they would have not allowed their palate to be tamed enough not to put something on that plate that will cause them sickness. And I remember my auntie telling me at one time, she said, baby, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, and your great-great-grandmother suffered with gout arthritis. And she said, you don't remember? I said, man, I don't remember. I do not remember what you're telling me. And she said, you don't remember mama and being so much in pain, she'll go out and eat that food that she knew that would hurt her a day or two later, and she would still eat it and sacrifice the pain because of the pull on her palate. I say, Pat, I do not remember it. I do not remember that, Pat. And so I'm here this morning. I'm here as a testament that you have to master your palate. And as I struggled in these last 24 hours, I've struggled. And I've struggled so much so that I don't want my palate to be the most driving force in my body. I want to have the ability to master my palate. And so in the midst of me mastering my palate, the creator of all things said, okay, fast. Because I was in a struggle. I was in a pull. I wouldn't mind having a sweet potato pie or a slice of cake or maybe something that will, be tangible to the giving of thanks on that one day. And he said, I told you to thank me daily. So I'm here this morning, the day after what the powers they may be that say that, okay, we allow y'all to give thanks on this particular day. I want you to know that every day is a day to give thanks. And so he took me on a fast from 12 noon yesterday to 12 noon this morning. I have not put one morsel of anything in my mouth. I just drunk liquids. All I had was tart cherry. I'm drinking a bottle of tart cherry since 12 noon yesterday up until this moment. I haven't had one morsel. Ooh-wee. So he said, if you're going to struggle, even though we know that you can't go to houses and homes that you've been invited to, you can't go. And I'm telling you not to go. I was obedient. So this morning I'm here on my assignment, standing in obedience to what I believe the creator of all things has spoken to me and said, don't do it. Don't do it. And so I stand strong. If I got to stand by myself, I'll stand by myself. If I got to stand and be ostracized and criticized, then I'll stand and be ostracized and criticized. A young lady told me yesterday they will shadow ban you. Ooh, I say, isn't that what they did to the creator of all things? Didn't they shadow ban the creator? Didn't they shadow ban Yahshua? JC, God? Didn't they shadow ban him for the thoughts by which he thought? And so my heart's desire this morning is to come and to say I've conquered. I fasted from 12 noon yesterday to 12 noon this morning. And at the same time, there is no struggle because I'm a master of my palate. You have to master your palate, master your thoughts, master your intake of food. I believe that is connected to your spirit. When you master yourself, when you master your mindset and you master your shift, I believe that you gain full control over your body and the cells that's in it. And so I'm out here now. Did you hear me? I say I'm out here now. I believe that I'm out here with his power, with a fresh anointing, to create and manipulate and if I have to agitate, I'll do that as well. Because at the same time, I can stand strong in my resiliency and say, no, I will not partake. And so I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I know I've trimmed down, but I ain't sick. I say, I know I have trimmed down because you can't not eat your blood type food and stay fat and stay unhealthy. And so healthy is not tapped into how big you are. I say, I believe healthy is tapped into your discipline. It's been my 8th or 9th year that I've been disciplined. Have I made mistakes along the way, ma'am? Yes. Have I made mistakes along the way? I just did it last week, where I went to have some pho. I don't know this new food choice Vietnamese food called pho, P-H-O, has came into my understanding. And when the first time I had it was at in Dallas, Texas. I flew out to Dallas, Texas. I look across the street and I say, pho, what's that? And I went to go have pho. And when I tell y'all, I really enjoy, it's like a soup. It was chicken pho. And it had the noodles in. I said, ma'am, what all comes in the pho? And she said, cabbage, corn, mushrooms, jalapeno. I said, ma'am, I can't have any of that. I can't have cabbage. I can't have corn. I can't have mushrooms. Even with their portobello, the most expensive mushroom, I think it's portobello. I can't even eat that. And then I said, no jalapeno. So I enjoyed my pho with the basic just chicken soup with the noodles and whatever else they had in it that was within my blood type. And I enjoyed myself. So I got here and last week I tried a new spot. I drove all the way out in Conyers to get pho because it was so soothing and hot and warm going down. It was like a nice hot soup with a good broth, chicken broth, and I wanted it again. And I went out there and got it from this place out in Conyers. And they messed around and it slipped by me to not tell them about the jalapenos that I'm highly allergic to. At the same time, I ate the pho. I made sure the cabbage and the corn wasn't in it. I made sure they didn't have any mushrooms, and somehow or another, the jalapenos slipped by me. I sat there and was just eating the pho, and I got down to the very last portion of the soup and looked at it real good. I'm like, wait a minute. I went straight to my camera and took a picture. I'm like, is this jalapeno? And so I didn't even know I was eating the jalapeno. And when I tell y'all, look at my neck, y'all. You see my neck? As I was eating it, my neck, I didn't feel it at the moment because it was so good going down. I was just enjoying the pasta and the taste of it all. And I messed around and I guess bit into the jalapeno. And it stiffened, it froze my neck. My neck automatically started becoming pain in my neck. And so I'm suffering based on the slip. But I'm here to tell every individual in the sound of my voice the same thing that the Creator told me this morning to say to y'all. Master your palate. We know that's a driving force that will cause you to look at the smorgasbord of food on the table and not even have the disciplinary actions in your body and in your mind and in your thoughts to say, I'm not putting that cheese in my body. I'm not going to do it. Everybody don't have the discipline. So at the same time this morning, I stand on a fast. Fasting from 12 noon yesterday up until 12 noon this morning. So the palate an undisciplinary palate. My grandmother, Idella Davis, was an undisciplinary woman. And she did it knowing she would be in pain. And so I'm here this morning to tell every individual that I know the ERs is getting ready to be full. They're going to be full within the next 3 months during this season of undisciplinary actions from October to around February. Be careful. All I can say is be careful. All I can say is I'm not in no pain. I know that power resides in me. Disciplinary power resides in me. I don't want to partake. I don't want to be a part of the festivities. I don't know why I'm being convicted and conflicted. Maybe there's an awakening that has happened. Maybe there's an enlightenment era that we all must go through. We know what we know and still partake. Will we be held accountable? Will we be held accountable for our undisciplinary actions? And so this morning I had to come in. I say this morning I had to show up. I'll close my eyes and talk to your spirit. Because all of it is a part of it, man. I say all of it is a part of it. If you can't be disciplined in one area, then you might not be disciplined in others. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. I came, I saw, and I conquered. I wanted to put my lab jacket on. He said, no, they're in warfare. Show the warfare garment that you have on right now. Show that there is a camouflage for a reason. He'll camouflage you in the midst of it all. Keep you covered. Keep you protected. Keep you advanced. Keep you in the right frame of mind. Keep you without all the peripheral view. Have you on your own course of understanding and enlightenment. So at the same time this morning, I came, I'm here. I haven't put one morsel of that type of food in my body for multiple reasons. I know if I go into a home or a house that I was invited to, that they're going to use every seasoning in the book. I know that I can't use certain seasonings. They have fried, dried orange peels. Miss Dash. And these herbs and all of these spices trigger my gout and cause me to be a statistic in the back of the ER. So this morning, I stand in health. I stand in wealth. I stand in understanding. I stand in disciplinary mindset shifting that's going to have to happen in order. If your palate is not disciplined, if you don't master your palate, if you can't master your palate, ma'am, sir, if you can't master your palate, then your palate will master you. It'll take you down this road of sickness that will cause cause you hypertension, diabetes, will cause you to be sick with paralysis, cause you osteomyelitis, osteoporosis, all of these different diseases in your body. So this morning I came. Who report will I believe? I believe the creator of all things will cover and keep me in perfect peace because my mind is stayed on him, on thee, creator of all things. I said, creator of all things. We know who you are. We know you've protected us and you've kept us and you've kept us even when we didn't desire to be kept. And I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I'm honored. It's a privilege. It's an advancement. It's an aura. It's an energy. It's a frequency. We stand within your frequency. Stand within your knowledge and understanding and comprehension in the earth. And so I'm going to stand within mine with a disciplinary palate because I've mastered. Maybe I was forced into mastering my palate because the pain and excruciating pain that I receive, my body automatically let me know. You step out of bounds, sir. You step outside the bounds by which I've told you already 9 years ago. So I'm disciplined there. I've mastered my palate. I'm asking you to master yours. Don't put anything in your mouth that you know will cause you pain 2-3 days later. Is the taste that strong? Is the taste in the back, the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, your palate, is it that strong to pull you down a path of sickness and dis-ease? Ooh-wee. So this morning I came, I saw, and I'm conquering. Conquering anything that will hinder, stagnate, and prevent me from meeting my higher vibrational state. I know that food has a vibration attached to it. And all you people right now that's on the couch and laying back in the rocking chairs and can't even move this morning because it's so heavy. Your spirit is heavy. Your mind is heavy. Your thoughts are heavy because of that heavy food you put in your body. So I'm here this morning. Did you hear me? I say I'm going to stand. I'm going to continue to stand in the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding by which the creator of all things has given me about my body. I can't force you to do anything. My body has forced me into this direction because of that diagnosis of gout arthritis. So now I feel good on the inside. There is no struggle because I have mastered my palate. Ooh-wee. I only eat the foods that's going to be high vibrational for my body. That's lit with the light of this earth. That's lit with the light of the sun. Yeah. So, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. I'm here to tell every individual under the sound of my voice what the Creator have told me. Would there be some backlash? I'm sure. Would it be some shadow banding? I'm sure. Would it be some smashing of my whole? I'm sure of that. But at the same time, I don't care enough to care. Ooh, I say I don't care enough to care, for I am sold out in the thought process and the conscientiousness of it all. I'm sold out to it. Maybe it was by force, and now it has become a choice of the matter. It started, sir, by force because I refused to eat food that will cause my big toe not to bend, not to have flexibility. They say, sir, you have high uric acid levels in your body. What is uric acid? I didn't even know 9 years ago what uric acid was. URICACID. Uric acid. I had no clue what a high uric acid level was in my body that caused me that much pain. Now I became an expert on how to deplete or deplenish uric acid in your body, that your body may be able to be an asset, work efficiently, effective in a health conscious understanding. And so at the same time this morning, I came because I've been called. I say I came this morning because I'm challenged in this area. I came this morning because I have to charge every individual around me to be careful and cautious about your palate. Because your palate may be the driving force to your sickness, as it once was for me. And now that my palate has been disciplined, I've mastered my palate, and I look across the whole table and this big smorgasbord of food, and I say, that's cabbage, I can't have that. That's corn, I can't eat that. There is tomato. I see tomato over there, I can't have that. Okay, I see potato with a potato salad, I can't eat that. I can't even have potato chips at this moment. Popcorn at this moment, corn on the cob at this moment. This has been going on 9 years. I can't eat cabbage, corn, tomato, or potato. And this is my 9th year of eating according to my blood type. Ooh-wee. People will look at you because you're trimming down and say, he's sick, she's sick. No. Ma'am, this is the healthiest I've ever been. Through a mastering of my palate is the healthiest I have ever been in my life. All 3 components of my life, my spirit, my mind, and my body is healthy because they're all alkaline. Ooh-wee. So look around yourself. Watch your undisciplinary palate. You tell me who is healthy and who is not. If you're healthy at this moment, eating across the whole food chain, ma'am, if you're healthy at this moment, eating across the whole food chain, sir, the whole food chain, you put everything in your mouth, you're not disciplined on nothing, even the scavengers in the earth, under the earth, in the water, you're not disciplined, keep eating. That's my cautious mindset to tell you to keep eating it. guess I'm more fearful of the Creator than I am of man. I know people is not ready, but the people that are, they'll find this channel. They'll find this podcast. They'll find this that the Creator will send people your way that has a desire to hear what you have to say, because we've been tailor-made for each other. So at the same time, y'all would have asked me this 15 years ago that I would stand in my center like this, I wouldn't even know what you was talking about. Standing in your center, standing with your root chakra in alignment all the way up to your crown chakra. And you are aligned, balanced, and in sync. And that your third eye is open and awakened. This is an awakened era of time, and an enlightenment era where people are waking up. What's the true meaning? What is the true meaning? Figure it out on your own. Go to Google and say, what happened on that day? What's the true meaning? See if you want to partake and be a part of the true meaning. So, y'all know I'm here. Y'all know I'm out here. And at this moment, I don't even care enough to care. The majority of my life, sir, is behind me. I'm 57 years young. I have a 57-year-old young body. My mind is young, and my thoughts are young, and I have an old soul, but I still have a young body and a young mind, a youngness about me at 57. I hope to see 57 more. So, the roof of the mouth, one's sense of taste, or a usually intellectual taste or a like, will cause you pain. Ooh-wee. I said the roof of your mouth, ma'am. The roof of your mouth, sir. Cuzzo, it's the roof of your mouth. It's the roof of your mouth, nieces and nephews, aunties and uncles. It's the roof of your mouth that is the driving force of your palate. Cause you, if you're not careful, it will cause you to go down a path of sickness and dis-ease in your body if you're not careful. And so at the same time, y'all know I had to come. Y'all know I had to say something to the mind of the people. Whether it be receptive at this moment or not, ma'am, it's not even up to me. My calling and my assignment is to speak into the mind of the people. Has nothing to do with me or you, for that matter. All I'm doing is my assignment. So I'm here. I'm here because I've been called here. I'm here because I'm a living testament of what it's going to take to be disciplinary and to walk in health, conscious understanding. At 57, I'm the healthiest that I've ever been in life. Even with my trimmed down body, I'm healthy. All of my numbers are within the spectrum by which they should be. All of my results has came back negative across the board. And my physician had to himself, this Indian guy had to say himself, sir, whatever it is you're doing, he said, whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. My physician said that to me Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. Your heart is right. Your blood is correct. All of your numbers are homeostases. A homeostasis. Y'all Google that word for yourself. Homeostasis. Homeostasis. Yeah. You're operating in the alignment. And when you're homeostatic, you have equilibrium in your body. You can self-actualize and become the best version of yourself that you can become. Keep elevating. Keep inclinating. Keep moving onward and forward. No matter who, no matter what. And so I came this morning. I'm here this morning because of the call. Because of the assignment on my life, I'm here. Because I've been called, challenged, and possibly even changed. DNA structure of my life has been changed because of I'm disciplinary in my palate. I don't have the pull to pull me down into sickness based on me being undisciplinary in my palate. So the word for you this morning, ma'am, is the same word that the creator of all things has said to tell my children to master their palates. Ooh-wee. So I don't have anything other to say to y'all. I don't have anything else to say. All I can say is what he told me to tell y'all is to master your palate so that you can come up, so that you can walk in health conscientiousness, so you can walk with a mindset of shifting in a direction by which you will walk in a understanding and a comprehension of it all. That food has a vibration attached to it. And when you partake in a food, in a situation like this, then you will tap into that realm by which that vibrational cord of that food will bring you into. So he wouldn't even allow me to have one morsel of it. He said from 12 noon this day to yesterday till 12 noon this evening, this afternoon, a few hours, a couple of hours from now, don't eat anything. I said, okay, Father, I hear you. I said, I hear you. I hear you. I'm disciplined. I'm obedient to not put any of it in my mouth. So I'm thankful this morning. I'm grateful this morning. I'm appreciative this morning of the call. I'm appreciative this morning that he said, get up and speak into the mind of the people. In spite of them having no desire to hear you, you better say something into their minds. So I'm here. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach. I have no other desire but to coach you into healthy mindsets and healthy understandings and healthy conscientiousness and healthy vibrations, healthy energies, healthy frequencies, a healthy aura in the atmosphere. When you're not partaking in any of it, I believe that your vibrations will come higher. Ooh-wee. I don't care enough to care about shadow banning. I don't care enough to care because I love the mind of the people. That's what I'm here to speak to the mind of the individuals that will listen. So y'all go forward. Go forward in your understanding. Go forward in your conscientiousness. Go forward in your value in the earth. Go forward in your worth in the earth now. You're worthy of conscious thoughts and understandings and comprehensions. You're worthy of value. You're worthy of creativity. I believe that your creative skill set is tied to your palate. And whether you're going to master your palate and be disciplined in your palate is going to be determining based on your food choices of what should I eat. I know I should not be eating this mashed potato, whether it's mashed, whether it's fried, whether it's prepared with tater tots, it's still potato. Whether it's fried on the grill at Waffle House, it's still potato. So I don't care enough to care. I love y'all past this auditory stuff, all these things that will hinder people from saying what needs to be said. I'm not a part of that construct anymore. He's moved me past that point. I don't care enough to care. So if a person gonna shadow ban me, didn't they do that to Jesus Cristo? Didn't they shadow ban Jesus Cristo? To a certain degree, didn't they shadow ban every individual that will come and speak righteousness? Don't they? Isn't that a part of the construct? Don't they kill the body of individuals that came and make them put their pulse, make them put their finger on the pulse of this nation? Don't they extract the individual off the earth? Isn't that a part of the construct? Then be willing. So I'm sold out to the understanding. I say I'm sold out to the understanding, y'all. I'm sold out to the understanding of it all. Maybe he took me through all those experiences in and out of situations. Maybe he took me through all those hospital stays. Maybe he took me through all of those valley low experiences. Maybe he took me through all these mountain highs that I had to endure in altitudes that was higher than the rest. Maybe my wings is strong enough to soar above any issues and problems or situations in the earth that would cause me to fly low, like the pigeons in the earth, like the turkeys and the chickens in the earth. Maybe I've been called to be an eagle. Maybe I am an eagle that soar above all the storms in life. So maybe I'm here on assignment. Maybe I can close my eyes and speak into the mind of the people so much so that they will hear my spirit. They won't even see me anymore. Maybe I'll hide myself around his spirit, in and throughout his spirit, and be so interwoven in his spirit that they can't even touch my spirit. I'm so connected to his, or hers, or its. So I've released. I'll defecate on the mic. I'll urinate on the mic. I'll pour out everything that I have to pour out on this mic. So I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. Whether y'all can believe this or not, I'm on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach, man, and your intellectual content creator. I will not give you anything under intellectual content. You gotta trust your own intellect. Do your own research. Find out what your blood type is. Know your type and see what foods you should and should not be eating, because if you're eating across the whole food diaspora, you will be sick and your body will be diseased. Where they get the word dis-ease, they get the word from dis-ease, they get the word, they put it together and put disease. So I'm here on my assignment, speaking my truth, standing in my truth. Truth is a part of your warfare armor. Loins girded with truth. Feet shod with the gospel of preparation of peace. You have your loins, have your breastplate of righteousness on, having your helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is his word, the shield of faith where you're able to quench the fiery darts of the enemy. So this morning I came. I didn't feel like talking the day before yesterday. He didn't lead me to say anything to y'all on the day by which y'all want to give thanks on that one day. I'm here to tell every individual on the sound of my voice, every day is a day for Thanksgiving. Give thanks daily. Give thanks daily. Thanks 332 days ago started this year. I say 332 days ago started this year was January 1st. We have went through 300. Sorry. We have been through 332 days of the year. And we get down to this day and say thank you with a smorgasbord of food and drinks. This is what this is about. I suggest you do a little bit more research. So at the same time, I don't care enough to care. I just don't care enough to care. So I care more for the mind of the people than I do for my own body. I ain't gonna put nothing in my body that will cause my big toe not to bend and to be excruciating pain. Cabbage, corn, tomato, and potato is 4 things that I know are the top of that food chain, damaging lectins that will cause pain in my body. And I've been warring ever since. I've been warring against my palate ever since. So much so to now I've mastered my palate. Soon as I see a potato, I think about pain. Soon as I see a tomato, a slice of tomato, soon as I could see it, it goes straight to my conscious mind and said, that's pain for my body. Tomato, potato, cabbage, and corn. No popcorn, no corn on the cob. I used to love corn on the cob. I used to love canned corn. I used to love cabbage with turkey necks in it. Can't eat cabbage. Cabbage is high in lectins, and you cannot digest that food with an A positive blood. You can't digest it. And so I'm here. I don't mean to do this to y'all right now. It's been here an hour. I've been here 59 minutes and 50 seconds right now. What's 59:50? What is 8? I want to find out what the spiritual meaning of 8:27 was. That's open my eyes. First, the Spirit woke me up at 8:27 this morning, and He said, "Get up." I just raised up. I don't know. I just raised up at 8:27. What's the spiritual meaning of 827? So I came this morning. I conquered. And at 12 noon, I'll come down off my 24-hour fast. So He'll deal with you. He didn't tell me to get on and tell everybody to fast from 12 noon yesterday to 12 noon. That wasn't in my spirit. He told me to do it. He said, don't put nothing in your mouth from this point. And that was at about 11:50 yesterday. So 12 to 12. So from 12 to 12, I've been fasting. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment to tell every individual under the sound of my voice, master your palate. Ooh-wee. I say master your palate. However, whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you, man, master. Whatever that means to you, master your palate. That you may be healthy in the days to come. Because healthy is a richness. Healthy is wealth. Health is wealth, y'all. Health is wealth. And at the same time, I all want y'all to be healthy. That's it. I speak health conscious attributes in your life, in your mind. Do your own research, figure it out on your own, and let's be healthy together. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Be blessed.